This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Match day 38, and it's all on the line. And it's not even in Juve's control at the moment. A lot could happen at the end of the next couple hours or so. Let's see. Let's buckle down. Um, man, tension, lots of tension today. Of course, not just for us, but maybe more so for us than some other teams. Let's say we'll talk about it, but before we do, thank you for joining me today. Uh, Pretty important game, but what's also important is to help the channel out. If you could, please like and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms. Everything is down in the description, the bio. No matter which platform you're on, we're currently streaming right now. I'm going to hit live on Instagram. That is one of them. YouTube, X, Pick, Assist, Twitch, all over the place. I think there might be another couple streaming platforms out there that aren't too popular, but I mean, we're on everything, even the unpopular ones. So, uh, welcome in. Let's take a quick peek at the standings so we understand what's going on here. If you haven't already, honestly, this is the first time I've actually looked at the stand. I was so just dejected after last. Was it Sunday morning? Yeah, it was Sunday at 6 a.m. my time. Oh man. So this is the first time I'm, like, giving it a good hard look, really. Inter obviously have it, Napoli gets second, Milan, Roma on 70, Como, Juve on 68. We're all about to kick off in just a few moments. We'll try to keep up. Last time it was the chat that was giving us the update, so thank you. Thank you, chat. Uh, yeah, if there's an update, just throw it in there, and we'll all, watch together. We'll watch her fate either disappear or, turn out to something unexpected. But that's that. I don't think I really need to beat the dead horse here. In terms of relegation, yeah, Cremonese, Lecce, they still have something to play for there for that final. I mean, hell, Verona and Pisa, they've been done for a while. But Cremonese, you never know. They, of course, are about to kick off to Como, though. So that, if we ever cared about a relegation battle of another team, mm, maybe it's today. We got we want Cremonese to pull something out of their ass here today. Of course, nothing matters unless we win. The only situation that we maybe improve where we don't win and we need at least a tie is if Como loses, and that puts us into the Europa League. But we need to win, and if Roma, Milan tie, then it goes to the head-to-head. We don't wanna. It's getting too tight. That would be too tight. We will cross those bridges when we get there. There will be forks in the road. Let's just focus at the match in hand because everything is out of Juve's hands. Us as fans, it's completely out of anyone's control at this point. It's all up to the coaching staff, to the players, the guys putting on the performance there today. So, without further ado, let us look at the actual lineup today. Big note, there is no Yildiz. We heard that on early in the week that he wasn't gonna make it. There was early reports, even Vlahovic, but he is their starting. Uh, Not having Yildiz, we will see. We certainly will see. So, of course, we do the home team first. So let's get through Torino before we really get after the old Juve over here, right? And the few changes Spalletti has made. So, Cagliari in nets. A back three. Sorry, it's a 3-4-1-2. Boisse, Ismaili, and Coco. And you have the midfield of Abrador, Gianettis, Ilkam, and Pedersen. The man in the slot is Vlasic, and strike partnership of Zapata and Simeone. Not a horrible lineup. It is Torino. It is a derby. We haven't even mentioned that it is a derby della Mole right now. I mean, it does make it easy, right? Uh, and the fact that we're away from home, I think, kind of helps us. We haven't played that well at home, and the ultras, the traveling fans are allowed to be a little bit louder and obnoxious at the away games. Our lineup, and it gets interesting right off the bat here. Bones, what's going on, Bones? Welcome in. Let's get the chat up on stage here. Welcome to Bones. It's been a couple weeks, I think. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Mattia Parin in net. So Michele Di Gregorio, I don't want to blame him for that goal. I'm blaming Hoop Miners, but he probably still should have saved it or made it look like he was gonna at least try. Not great. This training kit from Juve, tell me it doesn't look like a Rockstar energy drink. It's the Rockstar energy, uh, like the white cat. Yeah, they stole it from Rockstar. Anyways, first change up right there. Done. Bremer. I mean, we could have predicted this because Bremer accumulated that fifth yellow card, and he's out. So another big loss that puts Gatti in there in the slot, flanked by Kelly and Kalulu. Is what it is. Midfield four. Cambiaso, Thuram, no more Coop. Thank God, no more Coop. Locatelli and McKennie. I like McKennie playing out wide on the right. He's not his best there, but I do like him there for what we have on this team. He does a good job. So I expect a hustle here today for match day 38. Now, instead of Yildiz injury, Boga. So we've had changes in each position, each area so far, and then Conceição, that makes sense. Vlahovic, we'll see how healthy he is, how many minutes he puts in, but Vlahovic up top. It's not our best lineup. Everything's on the line. If you can tell in my voice, I'm a little bit worried today. Nothing is certain at this point, but hopefully it's something to enjoy. It's a little the timing, man. I had to turn off the Indy 500. I was about halfway through the race. And at 4 o'clock my time, that's in an hour and 20 minutes, the Montreal Grand Prix, and that's just a couple hours down the road for me. I decided to spend my money at the World Cup this year instead of the Grand Prix, but that's gonna kick our lights out at 4 o'clock. So well, we got a lot to pay attention to. Let's just say that. Yo, what is a soccer player I should use for an edit? What like? Oh, just like which player you should edit? Well, I'm looking at Pinsolio. Has anybody done a Pinsolio edit of just him cheerleading? That would be interesting. As Juventus fans would watch that. You're saying, yeah. So like, oh yeah, yeah. To what you're asking. But do the Pinsolio thing. That would be hilarious. How to spell? I guess I can type it in. Pinsolio. Hopefully, I spelled that right. Yeah. I think Juventus fans would get a kick out of that. It's not going to be anything on the pitch, but it'll be funny because of all his, just like his facial expressions, his cheering, his yelling. Yeah, give that a go. Okay, what's our time here? We got 5 minutes. I feel unfit to do this stream today. You know what I'm saying? Like uh, I don't know if I'm gonna keep myself together. I didn't keep myself together last stream. It is loud. Of course, it's loud. It is the derby. There's still a few seats empty, though. That's just because the stadium is old and shit and they can't use those ones, or it is a massive stadium. 60-ish? We all look at Pinso rather jokingly, but he has the job we all wanna have, let's be honest. Yeah. He's a locker room presence too. He would help a lot in training. You know, it's not that he does nothing. But yeah, I would get paid, I think it's like 330,000 euros a year. Like that, let's look that up. What's that website now? Type it in. 560. Okay, 560. Bit more than I thought. Alright, no, I mean, yeah, we would definitely all pay 560,000 euros a year to do Pinsolio's role. Like, why would we not? That would be amazing. Dal's coming in as well. What's going on, buddy? All the regulars, we're all here. We're all here for the last match. It's been yet another long season. Not gonna lie, it's you know what? I shouldn't shit on it too hard. It's been a lot easier in the last 2 or 3 years, honestly. It really has. Maybe the final results. We'll see. We'll see what the final result is. But this is it just seems desperate on the last match day. Does anybody have that same sentiment? Does anybody else feel like that air of desperation? Because this crowd is certainly loud. Cross City Derby. Oh man, not gonna lie, no UCL may be good for us. And this is discussion we have had. It's a discussion we will have. Well, again, depending, right? Like if we don't qualify, I'm for sure. Even if I can't get the boys, German Dave's gonna be on holidays. He's finally finished his season there with Hertha Berlin, and he's gonna vacation. He has been run ragged. So the next video probably won't feature Dave, but I'm gonna try to get Dash, and it's gonna be the end of the season. We're gonna have something to talk about one way or another. Good, bad, positive. Because yeah, there's gonna be positivity or positive points to pull out if we don't get Champions League, right? But again, we'll save that for a different show. J Car is here. What's going on? Telling you, all the regulars, loving it. And Anthony, another regular. Thanks for the streams all year, Dave. My pleasure. Enjoyed watching along with you. I refuse to watch today because we have the same chance of success that Chico does in the final third. Come on. Oh man, and he has been one of our better players, which might be an indication of where the team is at the moment. We can't score. We have trouble scoring. Anyways, I'll scroll down a bit. Well, we got a couple minutes. Roberto D'Aversa against Luciano Spalletti. Uh, rumors, apparently he's staying. I hope he stays. I don't want to go through a coaching carousel again. I think Spalletti has done well enough. Again, postseason review will be telling. Here we go. Pinsolio. I didn't have to type it out. It's right there. Soli Di Gregorio on the bench. Emil Holm, Idon Zagrova, Fabio Moretti, Philip Kostic, Juan Cabal, Kenan Yildiz is dressed. Kuhn Koopmeiners, Vasily Adric, Arkadiusz Milik, or Eric, because it's an impossible Polish name. Lois Apenda and Jonathan David Gleason Bremer suspended. I decided to say that one last time for the season. That may be the very last time I say all of these names together. It will be. Some of these guys are leaving. We know that. We know that for sure. We don't know who's staying, let alone who's going at this moment. It could be everyone. It could be nobody. No. I mean, Openda's gotta go. Again, and this is gonna be focused on another stream, but Douglas Luiz, uh, fuck, and then and Nico Gonzalez. Sorry, I almost slipped my mind. I still think Spalletti resigns. That's my gut feeling. The fallout of the season will be Hiroshima-like, or Hiroshima. Sorry, I think that's the correct pronunciation. Like when it comes to personnel on and off the field, I really believe that. That's a tough one. The rumors have gone both ways. If he resigns, that's super telling. That tells you that at least somewhere in that backroom management, if not the ownership itself, with John Elkin. To be seen, right? Does things change if you get the Champions League? And that's gonna be a theme too, no matter where we finish, it's just how tight it finished and the state of affairs of the league. I'm really foreshadowing onto the next episode. Which, since I'm busy Wednesdays and Thursday nights typically, should come Monday or Tuesday. I'll see how I feel after this one. If I need a day. Might need to take a day. We're a couple minutes late. I'm gonna give a refresh on the stream. I don't assume we started yet because we're waiting for that kickoff, simultaneous kickoff. 3 minutes late now. There's a real chance Juve comes to my hometown club in Europa League next season. Yeah, I mean, there's sure. I get that. That would be cool. We can see Juve at home. Europa League isn't the end of the world. It's just there's even the Conference League. We're currently sitting in the Conference League position, so we gotta be careful in general at the moment. Just what kind of presumptions we're gonna make. I don't wanna presume anything right now. I want the game to start. The later the game starts, the more it's cutting into the Montreal Grand Prix, which that's my home Grand Prix. And I don't expect anything outside McLaren and Mercedes to do anything because, well, that sport's a joke as well right now. We're 4 minutes delayed now. Like, what the fuck? Well, it says here the capacity is about 28,000, so there must be sections of that stadium that are locked down that can hold a lot more. Have you already secured Europa League? Because there's Como. Oh, sorry, fuck, yeah. Because the 2 spots in the Europa League. Sorry, yeah. That got me. I apologize. That's how much I haven't tried to look at the table the past. Like, I'm not lying. Like, I have not looked at the table. I didn't want to see this because I was staring at it, climbing up from 7th up into 3rd, looking at 2nd, and then dropped down to 6th. It was extremely demoralizing for me. So yes, you are correct. Thank you for that. We have secured Europa League. Because of the new format, expanded format, Italy has 2 Europa League spots. So that's my mistake. I defaulted to the old way. Still making that adjustment. I haven't had to pay attention to the Europa League since the new rule. So that's my excuse anyways. Yeah. Yeah, you got it there. No, I just fucked up. 'Cause then there was that one year where we got the 5th Champions League spot, and that pushed everything down to kinda how it is right now, right? Listening to what the delay is. No, they didn't say what the delay is. Does anybody know what the delay is? Anybody catching the other streams? Super annoying though. Matchday 38, and congratulations, we're screwing it up. Boyan coming in. It's been a while as well. How's it going? I knew people will show up for the last one just to at least share that last moment with us. Hi guys. Hope we wrap up this horrible season with a win. All we can hope for. Yeah, lots of bored faces out there. Wondering what's going on. Everything here says 0-0. I mean, it's I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why we haven't started. They're not saying anything. The commentation has gone quiet. So I guess we'll just hang out. Car, you're saying I guess it starts at 3? Are you just saying that or is this a thing? Did you see something? We can take a peek at X. Let's look at X together. Always a good way to kill the time, right? Yeah, Antonio Conte leaves Napoli. Well, look, the World Cup's in Montreal. They just had something as to why Montreal didn't get any World Cup matches, and it was F1 apparently throwing their dick around. Bottles and eggs thrown at the Juventus bus. Like that shit's just unnecessary. It's so childish, man. Like these are grown men. Just fuck off. Pathetic. Pep on his next move. I want to join a national team like Italy and win them the World Cup. Okay, let's not hold our breath there. I mean, that would be cool. Be different having a Spaniard as the Italian coach. Would they even allow it? But as to why there is a delay, nothing here on X. Milan is ahead. Okay, well, why the fuck are we playing then? And yes, Milan is ahead already. Jesus. Okay. Um, right, I have to go to games. Give me a second here. Milan and Cagliari. Salamakers 3 minutes in. So they've been playing for 3 minutes? They've all been playing for 3 minutes. I didn't even think this was allowed. The whole point I was starting everyone at the same time, and so none of the results are spoiled. But here we are. 10 minutes passed. Like, what the f I'm honestly confused. Oh, there was violence outside the stadium, apparently a lot. Oh, you sorry. Oh, shit. Oh, UA fans in Torino are fighting. Sorry, I missed that. One's in critical condition. Well, shit. Maybe that goes back to like that little bus scene that's earlier on, of course. 17 minutes ago. Okay. There was no confrontation between our fans and Locatelli. The issue is that one of our fans is in the hospital in serious condition, and our supporters are not happy. They are saying that perhaps the match should not be played. Okay. And looking at the live now, there's a lot of security right where it looks like this picture is here in the bottom left. Did one of them fall off? Is that what it is? And, like, in no other sport does this happen, that I know of anyways, where the players and I understand Locatelli is the captain, but any of the players have to go and have a conversation with the fan base because of the entitlement of the fan base. What has happened as a result of this, or if this is what's related to it, I have no idea. But this all is all just kinda starting to seem a little bit absurd. Okay, the pundit on TNT. Oh, I'm sorry you have to watch it on TNT. Uh, is that even the people in the stadium are confused as they are. There's something outside? Inside? Like, what the fuck? Seems like there might be a delay because the Juventus fan took a bottle to the head and taken to hospital. Again, just guessing. Oh, everyone's clueless. So if Milan wins, Juve goes to Azerbaijan. Yeah, it seems that way. Happened. So according to the bus, just looks like eggs and maybe some bottles were thrown at the bus. I don't think that was the situation. Kyrgyzstan. Oh shit. Perfect. Yeah, still play the match. Reschedule it for the day of the World Cup final. Yeah, who knows? That would be interesting how they would reschedule that. Let's see what else we can get. Refresh this. Um, Nothing. Like even X, like when X is quiet, I just type it in. Okay, according to the AI overview, hold on. Thank you so much. Kickoff delayed due to security reasons. They have confirmed. I expected them to say what precisely was, but nothing we don't know already. Okay, so the Juve Torino derby match was delayed due to a violent clash between rival ultras outside the Stadio Torino. Grande, sorry. Um, fucking up my Italian there. Fans threw fireworks, bottles, and stones. Fucking idiots. Forcing law enforcement to intervene with smoke grenades and tear gas to disperse the crowd. Additionally, the team bus carrying the Juventus squad was hit by bottles thrown by Torino supporters upon arriving at the stadium. Okay. The friction between the two sets of supporters had been building up all weekend. Tension spiked in the days leading up to the game when Torino sent emails warning ticket holders in designated home and neutral sections that they would be denied entry if wearing any Juventus merchandise. This restriction sparked strong public criticism from Juve. This is nuts. This is probably going to be more exciting than the game itself. Well, we have, just less than an hour now until the Montreal Grand Prix starts. I love the Italy call-ups, by the way. Gives those losers some time away from the jersey. Hopefully permanently. A bunch of kids called up. Yeah. And, oh, fuck, who's the team they're supposed to be playing now? They're not impressed. Fuck, I can't think who they are. Help me out. Help me out, chat. Italy's friendly game there. At least we don't need to watch Di Gregorio poop, etc. Yeah, hopefully this is it. Who gives a shit about this derby? The Espanyol Barca derby is more entertaining. Well, Chiro, the Juventus fans allegedly care about this. Saying. I mean, that's what we're here for. But I know what you're trying to get at. I wonder, would there be any live cameras? Oh, the pun just came out with the info. Okay, what did he get? There's quite a bit of like useless derbies out there that a lot of people don't even know are derbies, I would say. But in terms of like top tier football, yeah, this is probably one of the I don't know which one's worse. Torino Juve or made up Torino Fiorentina. The Juve Ultra was seriously injured. Oh fuck. Let's go back to X. Hope he'll be all right. It would be interesting to know the situation, but we will continue to be left in the dark. This is 6 minutes ago. Just in fear of injuries in turn after the clashes between police and fans. Sorry, getting coffee. It's making my lips smatchy. The news of injured fans reached the pitch. The teams are not yet on the field. Concerns are growing for the health of people involved in this afternoon's clashes with the police. Ah, okay. 36 minutes. And else? Yeah, very scarce in terms of what precisely is going on. Well, I guess we'll just continue to stay tuned then. You didn't give any predictions. This nobody would have predicted this. I think more so instead of a scoreline prediction right now is if and when this one will even kick off. And if it does it, the ramifications, right, of having to play all the games at the same time. This is gonna be one of those things that they put in a book or like a podcast or something of the effect, you know? Currently finishing up zonal marking. It was okay. Listen to the audiobook. The Brit that narrates it is an absolute word as I butcher the words, absolute word butcher. Doesn't matter what language it is, he's butchering it. Now the ultras are threatening to invade the pitch. Where are you getting this information, man? Cameraman's gotta keep filming the brunette ladies, and we can chalk it up as a win. Oh, man. Yeah, he's stalking. No. No info. Crowd trouble is what they say. And yeah, a man seriously injured. And because the Juventus fans have been demanding the game delayed or whatever, it's likely a Juventus fan that is injured. I would make that assumption at the very least. But yeah, here's another shot at the brunettes. Are these the brunettes you're talking about? They might be a little young. I don't know. You might have been baited there, Churro. It's a good excuse to have the fragile mentality of our team rattled before we even started playing. It would actually be awesome if it gets delayed, then we would know for sure if there's even a point of playing the game at all. True enough. Yeah. The ultras are the softest. Yeah. Somebody's seriously injured. What we got? Sky Sports. I always love and this is why I try not to pay attention too much. A lot of the pregame shit. Look at yeah, two things not right there. Home Sky Sports. Like, do they just make that up or whatever? Whatevs. Uh, okay. Well, we'll just okay, 12 minutes ago, Juventus fans in talks with Locatelli. So maybe that's why they were talking to Locatelli. And they're saying Juve fans calling for the game to be suspended. That's coming from the live commentator. Yeah, so they're saying they're not sure if the fixture will go ahead now. Well, yeah. Okay, so this said, getting back to the X post, Bianco, man, oh, I'm butchering the words. The Bianconeri CEO Damien Camoli explains they were asking not to play the match due to a fan in serious condition. So that's coming from Camoli. Interesting that it's Camoli that is out there. Uh, Not that that's a bad thing. I guess it's just interesting that he's there, kind of being that face of the team right now, especially since we don't really know if he's staying with the team at the moment. There's been rumors this past week if he's staying going, the rift between him and Kamui and the security. So the security is just around the away fan supporter section, like that wedge they have in the corner. So it's the Juve fans in protest. -80 for the Juve corner to Barcelona. Y'all get ladies on your stream? All I see are six-year-old men reading a newspaper. That's just how it is in Austria, I guess. See what happens when I chose not to watch for the first time in probably 25 years. Pandemonium. I don't know if this is pandemonium. We can't tell. For all we know, this is blown completely out of proportion. Obviously, yeah, there's a guy that's injured, but did the police come in and like that one report said, just launching smoke grenades, tear gas all over the place? Okay, hold on, maybe. Not the greatest photo, but yeah, there's smoke, whether that's from the cop or from a flare, can't tell. Clashes broke out between fans outside the stadium before the match. Police arrested 8 Juventus fans who were involved in clashes with Torino supporters. There were injuries, one of them serious. Okay, what's going back in the thought mod? Have they continued to play the other games? They're at 20 minutes, so it looks like hmm, yeah, they're going. Fitting end to the season. Yeah, I mean, last was it last season where Allegri threw the jacket, the big blow up? That was last season, right? It's just so like the time dilation. These seasons just seem forever long. They are fairly long seasons. And it's 9:12 there in Italy now. So late. They can only delay it so long. There's a lot of people with the douche flutes there. What do you call it? Vapes. I call it a douche flute. Uh, looks ridiculous, but is what it is. There's a lot of people just douche flute right there in the stadium. The latest they can start, I think so. Like, isn't the rule they can't go past midnight? I feel like I've heard that somewhere. Good time for a cigarette right now. Yeah, at least have an actual cigarette. Like, if you're gonna kill yourself, do it properly. Don't be putting those popcorn long, whatever vaporizer battery powered things down your that's stuff. I don't know. If you need your cancer to taste like bubble gum, I think you're doing it wrong, man. That's just me though. Call me old school. Unless you're talking about actually going out for a cigarette, but I mean, by all means, you could have done that anyways, like, yeah, absolutely. We're not starting anytime soon, it looks like. Holy, what tinfoil hat shit is this? Douche flutes? And thank you for using the term. Douche flutes were made by Big Tobacco to start campaigns against vapes and bring them back to cigs. Seems kinda a roundabout way to do with things. Cigs, douche flutes. This is Europe. Where are the freebasers? I guess this is a family establishment, right? So gotta keep it 1-1, Milan Cagliari. Okay. Borelli at the 20th minute. So that one is not gonna be easy for Milan, it seems. Cagliari has done that this year, just kinda said, "Fuck you" to some big teams for no reason, because they can. Caved and lit up a camel. Camel, that's American. Where are you getting camels from? Allegrissimo. And Milan, what an up and down season for Milan as well. We've sat so much on our own team. But this Milan this year, they have not had a good time. Fans have been quite disgruntled for various reasons, as you would be. Management, coaching, the players, the transfer market, just the usual culprits. They sell I'm not a smoker, so I didn't know they actually smell camels, but yeah, the res is only a half hour away from me, so I visit it once in a while. I was so mad at Milan when they literally had the league in hand and they shit the bed at Lazio. Yeah. Yeah, you're mad for them. No signs at all, though, of anything happening. Get back at X. We'll just bump back and forth. Okay, more background here. 'Cause we didn't really touch on this, so now's a good time. Torino sent an email saying Juventus fans couldn't wear their colors at the stadium. Decision was overturned. Tensions flared, angry scenes outside the stadium. Fan injured, reportedly seriously, but unconfirmed. Fans arrested. Match now in limbo. Serie asked in full. Okay, now this is just his fucking commentary. Which I'm not gonna lie, I don't like his takes. They're usually pretty shallow and baseless. So if you state in facts, facts are cool. But if you're half-assed opinion, don't care. All right. There is no plan A or plan B. We want to build a strong team. We know what did not work. The things that must change are very clear. This like 33 minutes ago. That was when the match was starting. Why are you giving quotes? Okay. Anyways, um, yeah, this is other news as well that Mancini might come back as Italy coach. Great. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is out from the Jays just as they were getting healthy and winning. Jeez, that crash. Probably can't show too much of that there. They like to give you copyright strikes for watching clips on X on your live stream. Close to Hamilton. Yeah, I live out in where all the towns are Aboriginal names and stuff, right? So it's I'm close to Algonquin Park, and there you go. That's just more Aboriginal name. They're around. What could I say? Do we really trust Kamoli to build a strong team without CL money? He lit it on fire this time, like Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. He had his hits and well, we have Odellini now as well that we have to remember that he came in after the transfer markets. So really makes me wonder what effect because we haven't heard anything about Odellini and what effect. Oh wow, the mullet on that one. Holy fuck! Did you guys see that? That Torino female too. Hard mullet. Fucking impressive for an Italian woman as well. Please tell me I'm not the only one that saw that mullet. Yeah, you guys gotta like scroll back and look. That was fucking wild. Ugh. Who's the Mao Bappe dictator equivalent of Juve? You give me an holy fuck. Kamoli is a stats guy. Yeah, looking at stats, we're up there quite close to Inter, XG created, XG allowed, etc. So it's the successful in the end, and there is Kamali coming onto the pitch right now. Very serious look. That's an excellent question. Because if we go back to the original Moneyball book, and I remind everyone, Moneyball was the name of a book, not the name of the way of doing business. It has since become synonymous with that, but originally in the book, we're talking about the Oakland Athletics, and what they did was build a team that can compete on a budget. They weren't a championship team, but it was considered a successful project because they did a lot with very little. And that went over a few seasons, right? Okay, they're coming. They're in the tunnel. I'm gonna have to do a pregame piss now. It's been so long. Get back to Fop Mob. Start getting ready for it. It'll at least be they gotta warm up again. So it's still a few minutes. Still tied. Milan. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to take a break as well. So I'll take a pee. I'll at least put up the Fop Mob credentials there, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey, I'm gonna assume I missed nothing because nothing's happening. Nothing's happening at all. Nice sunset, at least. Oga was her best signing, and he was literally about to retire and research a cure for Ebola. Holy fuck. The turds. The prairie dog, and he says, peeking out of the tunnel. The Juve supporters are leaving. And there's a lot of jeers. Interesting Juve management down there on the pitch, Kamoli. Uh, again, being the face of the team, it appears right now. I have no idea. Let's go back to X. Very, very strange afternoon. Hey, a head injury. Oh, what do we have here? Right, police. The fat one, of course, is behind everyone else. Takeoff scheduled for 3:45. couple of flares sounded like it went off. From Mohammed El Chalali, according to Morelli, in the event of a postponement, the game will be played tomorrow. It will then depend on the local police whether it is behind closed doors or not. Now, in this case, the local police is local for both teams. However, within the city of Torino, it leans to Torino FC, whereas everywhere else, it's clearly Juve. But the away supporters section is just about cleared out at the moment. And Anthony is reporting a 3:45 kickoff. I am interested if that will actually happen, though. Oh, okay. At 21:45. Or maybe it will. There's still guys on the phone here. Molly involved once again, talking to I'm not sure who this guy is, obviously part of his staff. Yeah, people died in the '80s. Just be like, "Oh, yeah, different time, different time." Oh, no, that stuff has happened in the past, right? The Heysel incident was obviously that big one in art history. No, the players were coming out to the pitch. Okay. Maybe we are gonna have a game today. But that being said, we are gonna know approximately at the 30-minute mark if there's anything to play for. Only is the most Italian looking French person I've ever seen. There's crossover there though, right? Definite crossover. Como winning or cooked before breakfast. And once again, tell me that training kit is not the Rockstar energy drink. What by one? Cremonese needs to win this though, so but with Lecce, I guess let's look at the table again. Yeah, I mean Lecce still have to drop points as well. We'll see, right? We'll just wait out. It's not that much longer now. They're at the 38th minute. Time's ticking down. We haven't even considered playing any football. It's Paz playing. No. Oh, he's on the bench. Oh, we'll see. There's still time. Never know. And yeah, and that's an outcome too. If Milan and Roma don't win and Juve and Como do, that means we join Fabregas in Mafia League. There's a lot of different situations, right? Or just let it play out instead of speculate. That's just me. I know it's fun to talk about all the different possibilities, but it's too nerve-wracking. Now that we're actually back on the pitch and we have some clarity on the situation, that sense of dread, I guess. Another score check there. Yeah, 1-1 Milan. Roma still locked up at 0. Yeah, no changes, and they're just into the 40th minute now. So we will no, sorry, they will be in halftime by the time we kick off for the first time. So at least have sort of a sense of what's going on. Oh, come on, Shiro. Why is Yildiz sitting out? Because he's a ghost anyways. So listen, he's injured. He is on the bench. So he's at least dressed, but he is injured, not starting. I am pretty confident, and I have mentioned this throughout the past few streams really, that I think he was playing injured already. That he had some sort of knock going on, that, they managed it, they kept it hush. Obviously, it got inflamed, and he couldn't necessarily put it across the finish line. Or maybe we do see him for a few minutes. We don't know the full gravity of the situation, but he's not 100%. And there is this whole World Cup thing that's coming up. I don't know if that was a factor. I hope not. I understand wanting to play for your country in a World Cup, sure. Ah, I don't know. Yeah, see, that's as I was saying, yeah. If I'm a defender, I'm scared of Duvan Zapata. If I'm marking him, he just looks like, stupid. There's an icon there. He looks like a handful. Okay, sorry. No, he's not he's older now too, though. Slow down. But in his prime, for sure, he was always pretty lethal. Still no change there. So we still have 12 minutes. I should have put on the Indy 500. See if that's still going. I don't watch IndyCar. I just figured it's one of those races that, maybe. Why not? Why not? I'm getting more and more just into the racing in general. Once Zapata stomped on Delict's sack with no card or foul whatsoever. I remember that, yeah. You are correct. Oh, man. The whole league is going down shambles. I don't know if it's the league's fault necessarily this time, though, Jeff. Oh, Anthony, you're creative. The wordsmith. Uh, fuck. I want to get onto TSN. There's a new fucking sign and bullshit. Of course, just do it on my phone. Get an update of the Indy 500 because we're still waiting. We still got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go. Unless somebody wants to bring up a certain topic, I expected. Am I even going to need to have a whole new show after this? We've had so much time to talk about it. Yeah, Montreal Grand Prix starting pretty soon as well. Everything's happening all at once. Yeah, I was gonna get the race update. like an old man trying to figure out how to use my phone here. Not for this situation necessarily, but I mean in general. So what kind of security is this shit? Well, I don't know if it's the security's fault. Like there was a lot of cops there. A few cops, anyways. I don't say a lot. 31 laps to go. So that's okay. Well, the race won't finish before the game starts. It's not that desperate. Post game show is gonna run later than Di Gregorio's reflexes. We'll see. Maybe I'll just rage quit. We'll, s- we'll see what the results are. Maybe I just pull the plug. What exactly happened? That is not something we can really answer exactly what happened. Uh, I don't know if anybody quite knows exactly what happened at the moment, but from what we do know is that there was an altercation between the ultras. All right. Now my allergies want to come in. Everything's coming at me. Tonight's final Serie games were thrown into chaos when Juve Ultras ordered their players not to take the field, so the other four matches went ahead regardless. Yeah, so there was an altercation outside the stadium, and one fan, Juve fan, got seriously injured. Okay, give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh man, the allergy attack. 45-year-old man is in the hospital with a head injury. Four police officers injured. Tear gas in front of the stadium. The team back in the locker rooms. Locatelli talks to the fans who were asking not to play. This is the concrete result of those who fan the flames by invoking safety without a formal ban, without institutional backing, with just an email. The wrong words at the wrong time in an already charged city are not innocent. They never have been. We wish a speedy recovery to the injured fan, and we demand that those who contributed to creating these conditions be held accountable in the appropriate forms. This is Codici Bianconeri. So I think that's one of the ultra groups, I believe. A big part of the away section has left the stands. Both fan bases have removed their banners as well. Okay. Lots still happening, lots still to figure out, and it'll probably be tomorrow, the coming days where we really start figuring out what the hell's going on. Oh, no, Joseph Newgarden's out of the race. Yeah, he's one of the favorites. Okay. We are 5 minutes out now. I should just go back to FOP Mob. I'm trying to find a spot where I will not get, hit with a copyright strike. It's harder said than done sometimes. Okay, they're coming out. The lights are off for the entrance. The music, well, it's been going the whole time, but they're putting the Serie thing up, prop, if you will. And AB, finally you can catch me live. Is it because it's later now in the day? You'd respect the wage quit. We'll see, man. We'll see. We're already going long. Kind of fucking up my evening now. I'm gonna need to get the F1 race going. It's gonna be pandemonium. And you know what? It'll just give me if something's shit, I have 3 different things, but the Indy 500 is about done. Yeah. Okay, now that we know that it is going on, and it's delayed by the hour, and we don't have our supporters here in the stands anymore, which has helped us on our away games because 'cause they're allowed to go fucking stupid. They went a little too stupid today though, didn't they? Yeah, so do we dare throw down predictions on this one? What do you guys think? I don't know what to think myself. But throw down some scores. Let's see what you got. I'm still changing those scores there. It's going into halftime. 6-0 Taro. You're being a dick now, Chiro. Torino lining up in the tunnel. 1-1 for me. Missed out on Europe. Well, we're still in Europe, just not Champions League. It could get interesting though, one way or another. But yeah, by the time we're going into halftime, you should have a pretty clear idea of what comes next. 21 laps to go in the Indy 500. We have 17 minutes to go until the Montreal Grand Prix starts. If it's a rainy one, usually the weather I get here is the same as Montreal. Pretty similar. It was raining, drizzling all day, so we'll see. I don't think it's going to be heavy rains. A little slick, perhaps. I shan't forgive these boys for not letting Pinsolio play his honorary game this season. This is true. Mind you, we were never really in a position to throw him at anything. Now, if Milan and Roma lose, and Como somehow loses, and we're up 6-0 at the half, then yeah, maybe maybe you can throw him on, but I highly doubt that would be the situation. Okay, let's not have a delay to the delay. I will refresh my screen just in case, because you never know with FOTMOP. You just never know. Let's all take a moment and laugh at Chelsea for missing out on Europe altogether after investing a gazillion in the last few days. We can do that. Let's. Are they all done? They are all done. They are completely done. Yeah, Manchester City just losing steam at the end there. Arsenal do take the league this year. Manchester United with a respectable third. Villa in fourth. Liverpool dropping off. And Villa getting Europe as well. Um, Chelsea, 10th place. Yeah, not even close, eh? Well, I'll point off from Conference League if you want to call that close, but yeah, all things considered, that's an excellent call out. Bournemouth in sixth, Sunderland seventh, Brighton and Hove Albion eighth, Brentford ninth, Chelsea 10th. That is a little embarrassing for them. So remember, it can always be worse. Yeah, we can go through all the big leagues. Bundesliga, that one's being wrapped up there. Bayern 89, just killing it again. Dortmund on its own second place island. Leipzig third. Stuttgart fourth. And you got Hoffenheim, Leverkusen going to Europe, Europa, and Freiburg in the conference. Freiburg keeping it up there. Going to the finals as well against Villa. La Liga is just about wrapped up. And that's all for third, fourth. Oh, man. That's tight. Villarreal and Atleti. They're doing well this year. Barca taking it pretty cleanly from Real Madrid this year. Real Madrid, yeah, probably one of their worst seasons in quite a while. And where are you, French people? League PSG, 76 points. Lens coming in second, comfortably. Lille in third, Lyon fourth, Marseille, Rennes, and Monaco. So that is everything else done in the other four top leagues. Juve can't win this matchup, in my opinion. They'll only win if there's nothing to play for. Well, that's a depressing take. Let's hope for the better. They are finally, like, we're 3 minutes past the delay. This is just come on, guys. Let's go. Okay. Shall I get the scoreboard up? Is it finally time? There it is. Serie anthem. Cool. Who cares? Ah, come on, camera. There you go. We go full screen. Doesn't want to do it. All right. Having a moment. We're all having a moment. There's the whistle. Say, get on with your life. Let's line up. Let's do this. Come on. Enough delay. After all this, diverse Spalletti having a friendly moment. I'm surprised they haven't had a lot of time to have friendly moments. Maybe they kept it serious. Still halftime in the other matches. Hey, I'm gonna get my F1 stream going. Gotta sign into this as well. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Sign me out of everything. All right, players on the pitch. It's happening. It is happening. Finally. That feels like forever. Early at an hour and 5-minute delay. Okay. I'm gonna give one more blow of the nose. Clear away the allergies. Handshakes, Ubata, Locatelli. Okay, coffee son. I really nursed that one. Romani's in the VAR, but they got a spattering of nonsense. The referee for tonight, surprisingly, after all this time, didn't even go over it. Luca Zufirli. So not one of the main culprits out there. So we'll actually know by halftime if there's a point in play. Yeah, thereabouts. We should know. We got too many streams going. My IndyCar one is buffering. All right, we're doing it, guys. Here we go. It's happening. You started off. Just getting the sync, and we should be good to go. Yeah, I'm about to sync. Sync's a couple seconds off. Okay, we're pretty close. Pretty close. All right. Juve coming in already. They're charged up at the very least. Chico is not able to hold on. And there's 10 to go in the Indy. That's how late we've gone into the day. We're Indy set to finish by the time the Grand Prix starts, as to not split the viewership. All those marketing reasons out there, you or Serie A. We'll talk about Serie A later and their scheduling mishaps. But last time we won the stadium, I believe Locatelli scored the winner. Well, if anybody's going to do it, I feel it might be Locatelli tonight. So we didn't actually get any serious predictions. I'm guessing everyone kind of is just very apprehensive today. The frame rate. Ederson gets loose. Cambiaso blocks it off, but it's a corner. Bit of a misplay. Yeah, the frame rate is crap on this game right now. It'd be because I'm streaming 3. Well, I guess 4 because I'm streaming myself. So I do have 4 things going and whatever my wife might be doing upstairs. Early corner. Oh, brought to the top. Ball doesn't get through though, but it looked a little scary. Oh, crash. We got a crash in the Indy. Well, with the throw in now, still on the attack. Off Kalulu now. Interesting that Juve are in the home kit today. Showing off the New Jersey once again. Oh, 8 laps to go in the Indy, and it's red flag. And long ball into Vlasic. It's little too much there, and he runs it out. So they're trying to get in behind, perhaps. Wonder if that's the game plan. It's Gatti, remember, not Bremer tonight. Ellie to Perrine. And Perrine likes to kick it long as well. Kenny trying to run on it. Doesn't quite get there, but wins the throw. Takes it quick, dumps it over. It was a good idea. Pico was there, but turned around by Torino. Pace of the game is fairly warm at the moment. And they're coming at each other. Obviously, whatever happened has put a little bit of energy within players. Kenny with another throw into Thuram, battling off. Keeping on his feet, Locatelli comes through with it. On the run, option out, goes left to Boga. Into Cambiaso, who does not get it within regulation. Idea, I guess, is okay. Pass is a little heavy. I would have liked to see Boga go a little more direct. Because yeah, that was getting in deep for Cambiaso. Duvon, Gatti battling it out. Gatti gets there. Oh, misplay by Torino, but they do recover. It would have been dangerous for him. They clean it up. Mata tracking back on defense as well, helping up play. Oh, done well by Pedersen, keeping it low, cutting in. Gets the cross, but doesn't find the target. Still Torino, though, as they try to cycle it back in. They maintain the possession now as they cycle it back over to the right on Pedersen again. Boga gets a foot in the way, but not enough. And it's brought back to the defensive line for Torino as they work it around back to the left side. They haven't found the space quite yet, but they're certainly staying lively on the ball and making Juve run for it. Nice one touch, putting the ball forward. Gatti stepping up. He's got to be careful, though, not to get out of position. Still Torino. Thuram overcommits, has to run back. And wow, that was a little bit too much there. Cheap play turns the ball over for Juventus. And he's still red flagged. That one's about to start here, the formation lap. There is a bit of rain. A bit. And Juve win the throw-in. Kenny lost his boot. I think he got stepped on that last play. Obviously, no call on it. Juve will look to keep a bit of control now. Torino doing well in that first few minutes. It really is up to Juve here tonight. Torino, nothing to play for other than just the pride of it all. Oh, a couple of inters. The McLarens are on intermediates. Very interesting. Kalulu crossing over, can't find Dusan at the far post. Yeah, a lot of guys on softs as well in F1 to wear out those tires quicker, maybe get a good start, and then go over to the intermediates when the rain picks up. We'll see how that strategy plays out. They're on the formation lap. And Coco has a throw-in. Nice win back by Locatelli. Take a peek back at the matches here, and they have kicked back off. They're a couple minutes into the second half now. Locatelli trying to tell Boga to overlap. Doesn't bite down on that command. And Torino are pushing up high, not giving Juve a whole lot of space to play it up forward. And they're stuck in the midfield at the moment, still in control, but looking for options forward. Chico can't find a slot either. Locatelli tries a long pass. That does not work out. Now it releases Dusan. And Locatelli's backtracking. Gatti's there. Go shoulder to shoulder. Has to slide down. Gets the final touch and gives Torino a corner. Yeah, and Gatti just putting his body into that, barely moving Dusan. Or Duvon, my apologies. So another corner. Where's my come on, camera? Come back to me, camera. Oh man. Stupid camera. Trying to get her back here, but corner in. Get it out. Whistle. It's going Juve's way. Kelly's down. Oh, just getting hit in the back of the net there, I think, by Coco. They started back out. Doing a lot of back running right now. Again, that high line by Torino is forcing Juve back and just pinning them back. Okay, F1 Montreal Grand Prix. The lights are just about to go out. Let's see what happens there. I am watching both screens as to try not to miss a thing here. Oh my! And just when you think things can't get any crazier on the day, it's a canceled start at the Grand Prix. Lindblad is also stalled, not going in gear. They're on an extra formation lap currently with a stalled car on the grid. So even in Montreal, they're having a hard time getting underways. Funny day. Marino holding it deep at the moment. Given or not given away, dumped out of bounds there. Can't handle the pressure, and Juve get some cheap possession back. Done quickly. Cambiasso with it. Locatelli trying to dictate the play today, but not really getting the space or the channels to make the passes he wants. Tried the penetrating pass, doesn't work out. Does land nicely for Locatelli to maintain the possession at the very least. But Juve have lacked any sort of killer threat, which is really no surprise. This has been the theme. Quick score check. Verona gets a red card. And Como is up 2-0. So I don't know how much that's going to help us today. Boga with it now. Cuts in, looking for somebody. Cuts back. There's the rump. Duran finds Chico. Can't do anything with it. Boga now. Can't find a slot at the moment. Chico playing centrally. Wide to Boga. Cutting deep, cutting through. Ooh, throws one at Vlahovic. Gets a foot on it. McKennie now. They're playing it low, and they're trying to force the matter. Believe that does go to the corner. Now here's my conspiracy theory. Because the Indy was under a red flag and the race is not finished, it now has only 5 laps to go, that they purposely screwed up the lights the start of the Grand Prix. Boga with the corner. And ooh, it doesn't quite stay down, and that is a missed opportunity. Uh, Kelly, did he get no, that was Gatti with the final touch. Yeah, just couldn't control that bounce. It is Gatti. That's not really the guy you expect to be good with the feet, right? But it was an opportunity. Opportunity missed. Roma might get a penalty. What's happening over there? Any updates from the pitch there in Roma? There's another formation lap. So they're continuing the formation laps because they have to recover Lindblad's car who did not start. And that's called back. I thought that was fair play, Gatti on Deuce or Duvon. Yeah, I mean a bit of a tug, but I think Duvon was already going down anyways. It'll be a free kick then. Decent position to make something of it. Long ball in is too long. Penalty for Cremonese. Uh, okay, guys, keep the info flowing in. Lots going on today. Multiple games, couple races all at the same time. Lindblad's put back in his garage, so I think we're gonna get the Grand Prix start momentarily. Oh, Ganesa slips down. Chico picks it up. And they take advantage of it. Ball not played up quick enough. Chico drops it back to Loca. Overplaying it, boys. And that's another foul. Okay. Oh, Vlasic just like ran into Locatelli there. That's bullshit. That's a bad call. Okay, Grand Prix. They're regritted now. There's the lights. And let's pay attention to everything all at once more. Juve with the ball. And Norris diving in, trying to take the lead into turn 1, and he does. Well, shit. Norris is in the lead. And there's a Ferrari battling up there as well. Locatelli dictating in the playmaker role right now. Kelly. Back to Locatelli. Oh, Vlahovic taken down just above the box and no call. And he's still going. They're gonna call. They're okay. They're not gonna call a penalty there. Oh, that was 100% shoulder to shoulder, and I was worried for just a moment. But no call on Vlahovic. I would argue that was very similar to Gatti on Duvon a few moments earlier in terms of the amount of contact. I don't know. Yeah, he plays that down. Kelly dumps it forward. I'm not really sure why he just dumped it deep. Trying to slow things down and regroup, perhaps. Catch their breath. Hey, what is let's look back the score. So Calgary has beaten Milan. And Malin gives Roma the lead now. But here's Boga. Hot overshoot the you're taking too long, man. Ah, and there was a clear chance. Rom crossing over, not making it to McKenny. Oh, Duthon, just fucking come on, man. Where is the fucking killer instinct? Just put your feet through it. Jesus. Oh my lord. Meanwhile, the Mercedes, hopefully they crash into each other. Hamilton's in third right now. Clerk's in fifth. We'll see what happens with the Ferraris. If Verstappen's in fourth in the mix as well. Boga playing it off to Chico on the corner. And nope. Headed out. Indy 500 is done. That's one less screen to look at. Give myself a little more bandwidth as well here. Chico. Oh, Toyota. Well, technically, if you want Toyota, that'd be Haas. Because they have their Gazoo Racing collaboration with the Haas F1 team. And they're American. So there you go. There you go, Chiro. You got your team. Allen gives Roma the lead. Milan down now 2-1. Yeah, it's all over the place. Lots still to play for. Currently, that keeps Juve in sixth as it stands. I don't. The what ifs. Just the what ifs. I don't want to get into it. But there is currently how many minutes left now? They're in the 61st, so about half hour left there. Rampiasso holds off the pressure there and gets it all the way around to Kalulu. Running up a bit. Chico taken down, advantage given. Kalulu goes forward. Thuram on the run. Thuram cuts around. Here we go. Dusan into the back of the net. Oh my god, is there going to be a VAR review on this one? Because how many times have I been fuck teased this season? But as it stands, it is 1-0. Juve, and that's as it stands for Juve in fifth. Tied with Como, but the head-to-head ruins us. We'll see. We'll see. There's still lots to happen. But good advantage play here. Kalulu keeping the run, gets it out to Thuram. Thuram continues the run to Vlahovic. Looks like he's not going to quite handle it. And it's a deflection, actually, that tricks the goalie in the wrong direction and makes it a relatively easy goal at the end of the day. But the work was all created by Kalulu further up the pitch, continued on by Thuram. Vlahovic doing just enough. to make it 1-0. Still muted celebrations at the moment for now. But yeah, the Torino defense just not doing enough. Not doing enough there on Vlahovic. You could argue, yeah, they maybe should have cooling break. Is it not 10 o'clock at night? I'm checking the temperature there. Torino weather. 26 degrees. I guess it's a little warm. It's not in the sun. It's not that warm. Do we really need any more breaks in this game, in this match tonight? Okay, so still 1-0 Roma. Ugh. Okay, 26. First quarter down. It's just watching on to all those other scores. I'll keep an eye on the Montreal Grand Prix. Oh, the Mercedes are going at it again. Hamilton sitting in third still, just waiting for the Mercedes to crash into each other. Playing it out. Kalulu runs away with it again. Torino are throwing strays now. There's a couple throwing legs at that last play. It'd be kind of dangerous if they keep that up. And Antonelli had a massive lockup as well. I wonder if that's going to mess his tires up with Hamilton coming in behind him. Vlahovic receiving it. Zambias just overcooking it, trying to play it quickly, but the control is not there. But stretching the play seems to be what they're attempting at the moment, as Torino will have to open up some space now going behind. No other changes in the other games. And it's Torino. Ball going into the box, doesn't find anyone. Can going back to Ederson. Another delivery. Simeone throws a leg up at Torino are just kind of throwing shit at the wind and seeing if it sticks. I know that's the I mix up two different sayings in one, but we'll make that one work for now. Torino just need to settle it down now and try not to get carried away. It's only a half hour down. And that's just going all the way back to Perli, and so Juve given the opportunity to control the game. When scoring first, games 21, wins 18, draws 3, losses 0. So I guess that stat puts us in favorable terms. And Verstappen takes Hamilton for third place. So the Ferraris are in 4-5. and Hamilton bitching that he's got no power. Gatti has to be careful with Duvon, gets back to Perrine. Duvon right on Perrine, though, like, not giving any quarter there. Perrine dumping it forward. Not the cleanest play. Still not clean. Nobody's coming away with it, but Torino now trying to turn it in Juve zone. Cambiaso on Pedersen, who does get the cross off. And just, I think the Torino players took it away from each other. Juve now have a chance. Still frantic and unsettled. Moved up with McKennie, though. Nice to Chico. A bit of space to run into now. Into the box now. Goes for the shot. It gets blocked off. He gets the rebound, though, and is trying to settle it down. He's got some options there and chooses the one that puts the ball out of bounds with nobody around. Not great. Not great on that one. All right. So still a little derby. Ref getting into the mix here, having some words to say. Maybe a few words to Diversa as well. And still no changes on the score. They are currently at the 70th minute. 20 more. We will be towards the end, or at least halfway through our halftime before we know for sure. But they should be coming onto the pitch knowing what's still on the table. Looks like Spalletti's been out in the sun. His head is brown. And he does not keep it down. He gets it out to Locatelli, who gets to Vlahovic, and he's just pushed off. Duvon, and there's Gatti to cut off the pass. Well done. Keeping on his feet too, keeping calm. Solid defending. Juve just keeping the pressure on. Boga seems unsure with how he's playing the ball today. If he's going direct or if he's going deep, if he's cutting in. Now chasing after it. Bit of a tumble. That should be out for a throw. Hamilton's staying right on Verstappen, though. Still under a second for now. That's the fight for third place. And Antonelli just overtaking Russell again for first. The Mercedes still going back and forth. Rico out to Kalulu. Oh, and Russell took it back. They're just going back and forth. And Kalulu. Man. Kalulu crossing it deep. Vlahovic getting his head on it and just over the bar. It was not tons off. What a delivery, though. Vlahovic was kind of throwing his face at it. It was a decent attempt. Loco losing that challenge. And a bad pass is given away, and Boga is running down the midfield. Cambiasso on the left now. Cuts it back in Vlahovic. Thuram takes the shot, and it was very weak and took a little nick, and that's going to the corner. Thuram looking tired, 35 minutes in. It has been rather frantic and mostly, like, there's I don't wanna say uncontrolled, just not calm, not precise. Boga and Chico are both at the ball to the right of the keep. Boga takes it, punched out. Punched all the way out for another throw on the opposite side. On McKennie's flank now for the throw-in. Oh! Kelly in an altercation there with the Tardinese goalkeeper. Cagliari shoving Kelly, and words interchanged. Ref is finally getting in the mix. Devon in the background pointing, saying something. Yeah, they're just having a bit of a shoving match. Hmm. I wonder which words were said down there. Big throw. Kelly again, but direct to Pagliari again, and he's gonna boot it downfield, try to release his team forward quickly. Cambiasso gets there first, kicks it back to Parin. I would say Juve is probably mostly in control, obviously, with the lead. I have been a little bit more positive today with the possession, with the attack. Could have maybe been 2-0. Decent attempt on the header by Vlahovic. Lulu with the scream. And there's a stoppage of play. Lulu is the one getting up. And it was Genetis. Genetis that made contact and is still down on the play. Okay, they're showing if it was an offside or not, and that's oh yeah, miles on that play. Serie really doing everything they can to keep us Milan out. Pens Tacoma and Roma red cards for their opponents. Well, I'm not there watching it, so I'm not quite sure, but Milan's dropping into 6th place at the moment. Oh, man. Yeah, because Cremonese with the red card and Como's up 3-1 now. So if anything, we have to rely on Roma to lose, but with Verona with a red card. That puts Juve in 5th place as it stands. And I think we have the head-to-head with Milan if they tie it up anyways. But to miss out on Champions League as it stands because of a head-to-head record is tight, is very tight. But we did it to ourselves, right? We let Como take it to us on both occasions. And Torino do come away with it. Maybe Kalulu doesn't have all his feet back underneath him after that collision there. He has it now. Yeah, he looks a little bit slower. He's not really running at pace right now, just controlling the ball. It makes me wonder if Kalulu is a little knocked up. We're at the 40th minute now. Antonelli and Russell going back and forth still. It's just showing the yo-yo of the new regulations though, and how just battery power lets you come and go constantly. But I hate Russell, and Antonelli is a young stud, so fuck Russell. Thuram, that cross in made Palerdi actually have to jump up for it. It came in with some pace. Locatelli stepping up to win the ball back in the midfield. Boga on the left, and it's stripped off of him right now. You they do need to start looking to secure a security goal if they want to maintain their chances at anything here. Ball in. Ooh. Camera angle. I don't know where that ball actually went. Let's look at the replay at a different angle, and that was quite high. Yeah, just bad finish. Could have maybe slowed the ball. He tried to one time it. Arnie forward to Thuram, heads it on. Pico continues with it. Decent control by Juve to stay on top of the ball now. Boga coming in centrally. Can't find a route through. Lulu, another delivery. That one's headed off again. And Larry has to come out to catch it. Couple more minutes. Couple more minutes and we can start taking a look at some of the what ifs as it stands. The other game's gonna be closing down pretty soon, but still something to play for everyone. The fact that Como is gonna finish third potentially, the way it's looking is kind of wild. How much of that? I mean, Como did play well this year, but it'll be interesting. We can talk about we talked about that a bit in the Discord. Como just like a one pump chump. Once they go to Europe and have to play every 3 days, are they going to drop off next year? We will see. Bologna couldn't handle it. A lot of teams like Atalanta struggled with it. And Atalanta is a much more established team, in terms of the current state of affairs of Italian football. We're within the final minute now. I imagine there'll be a few added on. Couple little knocks stop the play for a little bit. So 2-3 minutes, I suppose. Lulu with it in the box. Has to bring it back out. Dumped forward by Loca, and it's too direct. Picked forward finally. Trying to find Duvon, and he can't do it all alone. He's out on an island. Assuming no mistakes made there by Juve, Duvon's gonna have a hard time doing all the work himself. So it is 3 minutes added. No, Russell Antonelli going for another switch up. Oh, and there's a mistake by Chico giving the ball away. He does come back, wins it back. Good fight. Ambiaso down the center. Back out wide to Chico. Cutting into the box, and he loses the ball again. As we're in the 46th minute here, maybe Chico's bridge too far. It needs to take 15 minutes or so. Rest up, come back for the second. He's a little stretched now on the play. Torino, though, with the last chance for the half, crossing it in, but Gatti's there. Dropping nicely. It's still Torino at the top of the box. It's bouncing, and it lands for Thuram, who jumps the tackle, and now he's charging up the midfield. Gets it to Boga. Thuram, Vlahovic, missed touch. And Antonelli takes the lead back. Ederson keeping the ball, doing well. 1 minute left now. Marino holding on to it, filling the clock as to make a final attempt with little risk of a counterattack. Trying to just make it one last chance here. Going through the left, there's a bit of a gap there, and there's a bit of roll love going there between Gatti and Parin. It was Kalulu who took the pace off that ball. Maybe changed the direction, but Parin was there to see it well. It was Gatti congratulating Parin actually on that play. Lulu doing well again there. And that is the half. Oh, that is the half. All right. Because we've gone so long and I drank so much coffee, I'm going to take another quick break. I will put this up at least so we can see the current state of affairs. Give me 1 minute, please, if you do not mind, and I will be right back for you guys. All right. Let's post game this. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay. How much time left? They're in the 88th minute. Como's up 4-1, so you can pretty much consider that one done. Hellas Verona down a man, I don't know. And I mean, Allegri ball, they're good for a late winner or a late tie at least. So going back to the standings, Roma would have to lose, honestly. No, no, if they tie, yeah, that's right. If they still tie, I think the head to head. Couple minutes. We'll find out in a couple minutes. Honestly, we're not far off. It kinda is what it is. We'll wait for it. Excuse me. Otherwise, let me get myself, organized here. We'll go back to our match. We'll look at the numbers. Ooh, I think I'm too emotionally charged perhaps to really come at this one objectively. I feel like it was very disjointed. That yes, Juve were more so in control. Like, what does that mean? You know? Okay. The momentum. Okay, so the momentum was mostly Juve. There was a peak there for Torino. Early on, they had control, but didn't do much with it. So yeah, we've been in control. It just hasn't been like giving you a lot of confidence, you know? But the passing, a lot of those balls were kind of bobbling around. They made it look difficult. Well, what do the numbers say? 66% possession. So that's pretty good. So the XG is a 0.35 to a 1.5. 1.5. Okay, we'll have to break that one down. The shot blocked, oh 06. 04 for Boga. That was blocked. That was the goal. That was worth a quarter. 0.23 from Kelly from the corner. Interesting. Okay. Vlahovic from the corner. Right foot miss. That was a 0.35. The one from Gatti was a 1.4. 0.5 from Chico. And then finally, 1.04 from Chico. So it was the ones off the corner that they gave us a higher XG on. So 1.5, that's an interesting number. I mean, the XG is XG. That this is one of those situations where it might be a little inflated. But shots 6 to 10 on target 0 to 1. So conversion rate, right? Thankfully, that one did go in, but 10 shots and you're at 10%, right? Not good. Touches in opposition box 5 to 22. That's decent. Big chances 0 to 2, and of course 2 of them missed. Passing 99 at 79%. Not great from Torino. And then 237 at 88%. That's pretty bang average. Let's go back to matches here. They're at the 90. So let's see. 5 added in the Roma match. And Como, if we care, there's 3 added. There's only just over a minute there. That one's done. And then the Milan one, they've added 5. So they have 2 minutes 45 to do something there as well. So we will continue. Watch on. Very anxiously. This one I think was the closest. Not that one. I think this was the closest, and we don't care about it. Yeah, we don't care. So sorry for all the clicking. I'm just trying to see what is the closest. We'll keep it a lock on to this one, I guess, for now. That's not the one that matters, though. It's more so the Roma one that matters. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. It's oh fuck. It's likely not to happen the way Roma can defend. Can't see. LS the man down. And what do they really have to play for as well, right? They don't really care. El Shawari just scored apparently. So if that's up to date, that graphic on the right, then I think this one's over. Yeah, it's saying goal El Shawari to be determined. Yeah, 2-0. The Roma put that one to bed. I guess that pretty much does it, right? It's just more so do we finish 5th or 6th with Milan? Fuck. Roma and oh, come on. Russell goes off. You dummy. Oh, and his car is fucked. Fuck you, Russell. Russell's out of the race. Oh, that's hilarious. Did Milan? No, Milan didn't just score, did they? No. No, they didn't. Okay. I'm just more so laughing that George Russell's out of the race because I can't stand the guy. And the British bias just glazes the shit out of him. He just has a good car. Like he's a good driver, but he's not a fucking champion. Everyone needs to chill the fuck out. Fuck this league, yeah. Fuck this league. It's on us at the end of the season, right? It's all on us. We could have if we just beat Como that one time, right? Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what's happening right now as we speak. They're both going to Europa. After all that. After both of them sitting in 3rd place. Milan were even at 2nd, I think, at one point. Were they not early on? So this is gonna jump Antonelli huge into the lead above Russell now. Not huge, but like healthy gap. We should have beat Fiorentina. There's a lot of shoulda couldas. And that's why you play 38 matches, right? Coulda, shoulda. I'm not gonna sit here and lament over those little things, like talking about racing again, Max Verstappen losing out by a couple points. Shoulda, could've. There's moments in that too, right? And he should have. He should have, coulda. He's a better driver. He didn't have the better car. He had a way shittier car. That's how it should go sometimes, though, right? We have the better team. You have the bigger budget, whatever. Juventus does. Ball point short. Yeah, this one's still going. 6.5 minutes now into it. So there's a virtual safety car there for Russell going out, and that allows everyone to go into the pits. We'll see how that plays out. 32 of 68. They're probably going to make those medium tires last. This game is finally done. That's insane that Milan lost. Like, oh my God. Do we go to... Okay, before we do that, let's go to the table because all the other games are done. So, yeah, I mean, technically, if we lose, we go into 6th. It doesn't really matter, though. anymore. And yes, we tied with Como on points, and that's what I said, like, if we just had a better head-to-head with Como, right? Calcio is dead, F1's dead, the Habs are alive. What a loser. You're a loser there, Primo. They lost last night anyways, and I've seen you complaining about all the dives and the soft hits. So spare me. Spare me the drama. The only drama I care about right now at this very moment is watching the replay of George Russell crashing. I don't know, call it a crash. Just and he throws his hands to fight. Ah, what a loser. The Habs, by the way, is the Montreal Canadiens. We're talking hockey there. The Habs, that's short for habitant, which is just farmer. It's like a farmer. Hedger got ahead of Leclerc in the pits, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, Russell and Antonelli were going back and forth all race, and then it was going into the chicane, the final chicane, I believe it was, and like into the Wall of Champions. He took the curb, and I don't know, he just started smoking. Stopped like right after, so it must have been pretty catastrophic hit over the curb. So, anyways, going back to game, I think. Yeah, I gotta refresh that. I think that wigged out my Fubo. Sure, I'm not missing anything here. If the game already started, that would have been funny. As I'm just talking, it has not though. Juan Cabal, Fabio Moretti. Are we gonna see you? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, there's nothing to play for, I guess. You still want to win this. You still want to put it to bed. Fifth is better than sixth. You get a couple more bags of tennis balls out of it, but you know, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it's just like, and this is why they schedule all the games to be at the same point. What I want to see now is these boys show that they want to be here next season. Do we see Lois Apenda? Do we see Juan Cabal? Do these guys just fucking capitulate and play Sunday League? I don't know. We'll find out. I hope we don't see Coop Miners. He's had more than enough looks. Yeah, the Oscar Mayer Wiener race at Indy 500 was scintillating. I saw some of the clips of it. I was watching the Indy 500 as much as I could. Kind of hard to track. Just on. Oh, look, Clerk almost going in the back of Padger on the straight. Um, yeah, but Primo, are they all femboys? Is kind of my question. Who's here gonna like Gatti, for instance? He's kind of on the chopping block. Does he show some leadership? Keep the troops rallied up across the finish line? Those little things, right? To see where on the pecking order they all fall. Now, in real time, I should have been done the stream and just focusing on F1 right now. But because a bunch of man children decided to ride outside the stadium this afternoon and put people in the hospital, including cops. Here we are. So, I mean, how do we feel like from you guys? Do we care anymore? Just wait for inter-relegation because of modern Calciopoli and we're Champions League. Wow, that's a bit of copium. I'm calling copium on that one, man. I know you're joking, but, like, we can't entertain these ideas. Don't put yourself through the heartache. Yeah, Primo, I feel for you. Haven't watched Culture or F1 in months. What I did yesterday for the first time, and I didn't put many laps in because I suck, is that we did on iRacing, the simulator, real racing, unfortunately. I'm not that rich or good, but 4 hours at the Nürburgring. So we did a 4-hour endurance race in the Mercedes AMG GT4. Started 8th, we finished 8th. We did, it was our first time. Figured out how the team works and all that jazz. It was fun. It was tiring, actually. Not even doing the racing part, but like doing the engineering and the spotting and all that. It was cool. I'm gonna do it again. Yeah. Something to I've been focusing a lot more on racing as of late. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we're just about to get going here. About two. And we do have a whistle. Second half, let's just try to sit back and enjoy this one at this point. Fifth or sixth, doesn't matter. I'll leave that up to you. And it's Kalulu into Vlahovic, and he's just knocked over. Okay, I guess that's cool. That's cool. Just counterattack here. Just a counterattack now. Interesting. I would say I would disagree with that. Kenny gonna look for a throw here. Big throw by Mac. Given away. And that's the big thing I'm looking for. Do these guys give a fuck? Oh, there was multiple red cards to Cremonese? There was 3 of them? Oh, I missed that. Duric, Grassi, and Okerurki. Wow. I guess they don't deserve to be in Serie A at that point. My lord. Is what it is, I guess, right? Ederson, he's been probably, I would say, Torino's best player today. He's done a lot of runs down that flank. A for effort. Deson finding Kalulu, who's getting into the half space there. Eco, and that's chopped off for a corner. Let's play time. I haven't checked the time yet. Are we synced up properly? I haven't even put on the scoreboard. I'm slacking. I'm sorry. And that cross easily taken by Polari. And Leclerc does get through Hajar now. So Antonelli, Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, top 5. Uh, yeah, our clock is right on. Awesome. Cambiaso taking it from distance. And literally pushing it right to the right. Wide to the right. Wide into the right. Just practicing how to speak here. That was a decent strike. It was decent running in there. Is Norris out? Is the other British cunt out of the race too? Oh, this is a great day. That's awesome. At least there's something to be proud about here today. Reno was like, okay, I'm bored of Culture hang in there, bro stuff. Well, that was like the worst time. Worst time to start caring about it. So, you know. First step, and if he finishes second today, that's a bit of a turnaround for the Red Bulls. Currently 2-5. When Antonelli charging ahead there up the leaderboard. Youngest kid to do so, the Italian one. So I guess from the Italian perspective, everyone, at least they got an F1 driver that can send it now. Driving for the Third Reich, unfortunately. Yeah, if I was live on stream, it really does take the wind out of your sails, knowing the results, knowing that we're just playing not to look a fool at this point, right? And that's really yet to be determined. Pedersen puts another delivery too direct to Perrine. And if I could remind you guys, if you will, please like and subscribe to the. Oh, Blahovic, he overdoes it. We are already fools, aren't we? Yep. So let's be fools. Let's go give it a like and subscribe and follow or whatever platform you're on. Keep the algorithm pushing the channel, if you will. It would be much appreciated here, and we'll stick with this for the next 39 minutes, I guess. Vlahovic. He's holding it up, but I don't know. It's like he loses the option. Chico centers it. Kalu. No, it's Loca. Puts it wide. Oh, and Perez is out of the race now. He lost a wheel. Canada does ruin cars. If not through animals, through its wall of champions or its big ass curbs. Another car's out. That's Norris, Russell, Alonso, Albon, and Lindblad all out of the race. In hindsight, is Boga even better than Illing? I would say we made money off of it. Fuck, Nah. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Illing obviously is a youth prospect, or was a youth prospect. Didn't cost you anything, a bit on wages, but you did make some money off of them. Vanilling was never gonna be anything special at the end of the day, one way or another, so you kinda sell those guys on when they still have a glimmer of that, "Oh, this guy could be you know, like we did sell him to the Prem for a bit of a premium, but you still have that, like, new guy, the new car smell, if you will." Chico defensively, very nice, getting his body in it, and now offensively through the slots. Not through the slots. But you got Cambiaso, Doosan, sorry, that's in. It's in. That was beautiful. I don't know why I thought it was Cambiaso. It was the flowing hair, I guess. That was Doosan who steps onto that beautiful little pass forward and tucks it in the opposite side netting for a 2-0 goal to secure a somewhat disappointing fifth place. I don't know. Again, it's I'm happy. I'm happy. It's that happy. The season's over. Let's sit back. Let's relax. Let's watch some racing. I'm ready to move on. But no, very very nice by Chico. Um, and what I love, no, this definitely deserves to be talked about. Is I mean that was all Chico going back in the play, and I hate that the replay here is not even showing how he won that ball back in the defensive zone. And he was kinda hauled down, and it probably should have been a foul, but he got back up and ran forward and made that play. And Dusan just had to slot it home. I mean, he did his job, absolutely. But in the end, like, that's all Chico. And yeah, is Chico shit at actually putting the ball in the back of the net himself? Yeah, he's not great, but it's moments like that from a 23-year-old, from a perspective of you don't really have to try anymore, and this is exactly what I alluded to earlier, is that he's still out there giving a fuck. So when it comes to playing for Juventus next year, does Chico put himself up the order in terms of staying on the team? Sure, with an attitude like that, I'd say yes. I like that tenacity. And, you know, he's no longer an under 23 next season. He does need to take that step, and maturity and physicality and IQ, all of that. And I hope he does. But it starts with the right mentality, and he's showing it right now. So, as it stands, from that perspective, I am team Chico for next year. Cambiaso to Chico. Ooh, that was always going to be a hard one, but Chico on the receiving end of that one, he gets up quickly too. He's just fired up. That's what I'm talking about. Chico is he's on a mission. I don't want to fuck with Chico right now. I mean, that wasn't like a horribly off shot either from what he had to do to get there. And there was another virtual safety car there in the race. That would have been from the Perez knock up. We didn't even. That's fine. We're here. We're here for the footy. There's excitement all around. At least it's a comfortable one. We don't want to stress too much, right? Getting late in the day. It's gonna be dinner time here. We gotta be chill. We gotta be chill. Nice Sunday afternoon. Chico can't get to it this time. $58. Yeah. Cruise control. This is a cruise control game. I'd say even, you know, if Torino has given up and he smack back another one, a nice easy third. Then he can make some substitutions, give some guys a look. Just oh, dangerous ball in, goes off Cambiaso's chest, and it will be a corner. So I mean, it isn't over. But if you were to go up 3-0, it's just like you crest the hill, you're going downhill now, you put it in neutral, let gravity take over. But yeah, everyone knows what they're playing for at this point. Delivery in the net. And it's 2-1. And there goes the nice easy Sunday afternoon, eh? Cassidy gets that in. And was he even marked? We'll have to look back at this replay because fuck, this kind of happened. Okay, so here's the delivery. Yeah, he was just not. Yeah, he wasn't marked. He was just hanging out. Ah, fuck! Like how this isn't the first time this season we've been lazy in those situations as well. Like, fuck me. You don't have the height and the physicality, so you gotta mark your men. Ugh. Why? Why does it have to get like this? You know? Ugh, half an hour. And it's great that I'm starting to trickle in more viewers as this game goes on. I would have figured it would go the other direction with the known results. Salo, Cambiaso, you referring to Anthony? We might. Nobody's safe. Like literally nobody is safe. I don't even think Yield is safe. If the right offer comes, like if Madrid comes in like 100 mil, I don't know. Do you do it? All right, Jonathan David on for Dusan Vlahovic and Emil Holm on for Cambiaso. Yep. Sure. I mean, you got 28 minutes left. Need to freshen things up. Yeah, I think Cambiaso and Dusan. Like Cambiaso was the guy not really tightening up on Cassidy there on the goal. Oh, it was the first shot on target. Jesus. Nkunku, sorry, on for Ilkan. Oh, that's NG coming on for Ilkan. So who else is coming off? Open the door. So a couple changes each. So does Juve they have some pride left in this one? Interesting to see what David will do here. Last half hour-ish, potentially, of his Juventus career. Torino player down right in the circle. He's up now. Loca charging up. Crossing into David doesn't get there. It was a good look though. Lulu just is he getting the yellow? Hold on. Yeah, Kalulu gets the yellow. Is up in his face as he's trying to give Kalulu the yellow. Like, chill the fuck out, bro. Let the ref do his job. Anyhow, meanwhile, Hamilton's a couple seconds back from Verstappen in second now, so he's charging on. And Hamilton has had a decent weekend. Has won 7 times in Montreal. It is a track he's good at. And control it, boys. Oh, Boga with the step over with David. All right, good link up right now. And then David just slipped. Interesting. He just came on and home a moment ago had slipped 2 behind the play. Very interesting. Another virtual safety car. Very, very interesting. Okay. Juve very slow to move forward here. And now they kick it out. So there was an injury there. They had a bit of discussion as to what they're going to do. Cars coming in for softs as there's 16 laps left. David having a hard time with the hold-up play as well. And there's Locatelli, the ball getting into the slot for Duvon. But Loca got there first. Nico coming back defensively, wins a throw-in. I have liked a lot of what Chico's done. I know I'm kind of repeating myself from earlier, but just another one of those moments. Hogan, David pulling off a couple of 1-2s here now, ever since they've been on together. Maybe there's some positive chemistry there. Pretty sure they both speak French. So, oh, look, Lurk going sideways and putting a bald spot on his tire. He's not having the greatest race sitting in fourth today. But he's kind of comfortably in fourth. It's Hamilton 1.2 back on Verstappen. But Torino charging down on the right again. Ederson, but just scoops it. The Perrine, who keeps it in his feet and will now pick it up. And then G just pushes Perrine over. That's usually a yellow card. I mean, there wasn't much in it, but you don't just after the goalkeeper picks the ball up after the play, go over and give him a shove. Pedersen's off for Plati. Hamilton, though, within a second. This could potentially be his best result for Ferrari. He did get first in that sprint in China. That was a sprint. This is worth more. It's worth 10 points more, really. Chico, nice to boom. Going forward with it. Going deep, crossing, gets the corner. Or does not get the corner. Will be a goal kick. Let's look at the replay. And yes, it does go off home. No. Fuck. Who Miners is coming on for Thuram. What does that say about Moretti then? Oh, Moretti's coming on as well. Okay. Let's see what we're getting then. Chico. So they're just going to defend for the last 20? Hamilton is 0.4 off stabbing right on his gearbox. Let's fucking go. We'll see if there's a formation change with it. Oh, Hamilton taking a peek. Max. Oh, Hamilton doesn't get it. Not yet. Not yet. It's going to be a tight one. Hamilton, Verstappen, old rivals there. Veterans as well at this point. Both, well, especially Hamilton. Boga just held back there. Another cooling break. Really? Another cooling break. I'm just checking to see how warm it is there now. 25 degrees. Cooling break. That's cute. Oh, Verstappen actually did technically hit the wall of champions. Well, still sitting at 2-1. Hamilton's all over Verstappen. Just can't make the pass yet. Hammer again. All right. Hammer's back on. Boom break still going on, though. Getting ready to start again. The ref is putting the shaving cream down for the free kick there. And it's going to be Coop. It was first touch. Moretti as well. They're both coming on fresh for a free kick, it looks like. Delivery. Kelly defended off. Kelly running onto it deep in the corner. And wins a throw. Home now. And no, can't even win the corner on that play either. So twice home has lost out deep and will be a goal kick. 50-50s in the midfield. Who comes away? There's a whistle there, so it goes to Torino. Hamilton cannot get Verstappen here. Few laps now, just sitting there, right behind him. $5:30 already, eh? Jeez. This is a long one. All right, 3 hours now. Thanks for everyone joining us today. Uh, I know it's dragged on a bit after the earlier commotion. No more drama though is okay, really. Would make for a boring stream, I know, but for all intents and purposes. And good idea. Again, Moratti cannot find the gap. Yildiz is still there too. We have one more substitution. Torino's done. Ooh, big slide tackle in from behind. No call. Wouldn't mind seeing that again to see what happened. Perhaps it was clean, but it was heavy and from behind. Just under 15, quarter of an hour. Need to be clinical. And Hamilton going for another push here as they're coming back on the back markers. And Hamilton takes it. Hamilton takes second position away from Max Verstappen. The two legends in the Ferrari and the Red Bull going at it. And Hamilton bided his time on that one. Yeah, I don't know. Looking back at that slide onto Moretti, there was definitely enough contact on the play. Bogus coming off for Don Zagrova. Yildiz will not see out the final game. Or not see it at all. I'll see if Edon can show any worth, because I have a feeling he's getting moved on next season as well. Give away dangerously. Oh, huge parry by Perrine. Back into danger, though. It's not over. Kelly takes the shot away, but out for a corner. And these guys need to wake the fuck up. Meanwhile, Verstappen on the counterattack. Delivery now. Gatsy doesn't get clean on it. Who does that go off? It is a throw-in. More defending. A throw in deep. Holm heads it, but back into danger harmlessly, though, for Perrine. So a second place finish as it stands for Hamilton. He still has to fight off Verstappen, but both of them having the best race of the season so far. No matter which way they finish. Hope they don't crash. And as the stream has ticked past the 3-hour mark, we entered the final 10 minutes of this final matchup. There's still a couple games tomorrow, I believe, right? Jonathan David knocking it on, fighting it, and of course it gets called back on him. Yep. That's it. Yeah, this is literally the last game. Ever. Be done. Finally. Yeah. Put Serie off to bed. Loca to home. Let's get some security, boys. Rova. Moretti, he's hauled down. Is that not a... He was tripped and held, but no call. Nine minutes left of the Serie A season. Countdown continues, and there's a whistle against Moretti now. It's like the officiating right to the end. And it wasn't that sloppy before. Now the ref's getting tired. I don't know. Verstappen's still all over Hamilton, though. All right, David, yeah, chase him down. You're fresh. Run at them. Another fucking foul on Kelly now. This is getting soft, man. I mean, again, from an Italian perspective, Hamilton, Ferrari. Oh, hold on here. The last ditch defending. But yeah, Antonelli, Italian, finishing in first. Yeah, Ferrari second and fourth. Not a horrible day from that perspective. From an Italian race fan perspective. And McKenny last ditch defending. Another corner, and Juve now not making it easy on themselves. And I'm just waiting for the graphic of Verstappen on the overtake, but there's only a lap and a half. The race is going to finish before this game even, as it's all tied up. And that puts us into 6th place. If it fucking matters, but like what do I say? It's the same fucking mistakes all goddamn season. Is it the coaching or is it just the players? I can't figure it the fuck out. Like you're up 2-0 comfortably. You concede on 2 fucking corners. I mean, the first one's I don't know. It's just I'm now completely fine. And the fucking score again, this goddamn scoreboard not updating. Oh my lord. Final lap though. Emmy Antonelli, 4 race wins in a row. The 19-year-old crosses the finish line. Can't believe the fucking Grand Prix is over before the fucking goddamn footy match. Jesus. Like fucking mixed emotions, you know? They got a few minutes, I guess. Locatelli, fucking wild one. Not completely off target, but Leclerc in 4th, 32 seconds behind Verstappen in 3rd. Yeah, Kimi setting records. First 4 wins. Those are his first 4 wins ever, and he's done them consecutively. Making Russell look like a bitch. Oh, you're finally gonna call a foul on something. Oh, Zagrova. Of course it's Zagrova that's getting in there. He's got a bossy shirt. They're gonna fight this one out now. Let's let's fight. Fight it. Oh yeah, and a bossy kicking the ball at Locatelli, who's on the ground now. Yeah. Yeah, fight over that one. Hamilton's happy with that 2nd place result. Again, best result in Ferrari now. Sprint win in China, and now a 2nd place. The full Grand Prix in Canada. To 4 Yeah, I know. I know. If you came here like 2 minutes ago, I was bitching that the fucking scoreboard is not updating. But yeah, thank you. Of course, the people that come in from Kick are always the people that have no fucking manners. So, no goddamn surprise there. I don't even know why I'm on Kick. To be perfectly honest, just the worst. Just the worst. Yeah. Fuck. 2 fucking minutes here. Turn off the F1 race. Good time wasting. Just waiting for this one to fucking die off already. It's been another rough season. It hurts because we were there. It's right there. And I know in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. We didn't even break 70 points if this is the case. It's just fuck, you know? We just need to be better, and we're not. And there's no real excuse as to why we can't fucking put things over the line. I'm gonna see what Dash can do Monday, Tuesday, if he can, for post-game show. There is a lot to talk about. This whole season, like this game does kind of sum up the whole season, just not good enough. That being said, Europa League, Milan and Juve, it might be like a Milan Juve final. That's going to be actually interesting to see how they go against that level of competition. Because again, they should be better, and if they make the improvements over the summer, both teams. I thought Kelly would have got a yellow card on that one. Seconds left. Seconds left. See if I resync. Does it change the score? No, it just puts it to 0-0. Fuck, this thing sucks. Whatever, just remove it. It's fine. Get rid of it. Don't need the score. This thing's 5 minutes added. 5 minutes. I just wanted to end, guys. I just wanted. I'm struggling to get it over the line. Just trying to get it over the line. Is there anything else? I mean, the chat's gone quiet. Everyone's gone quiet. Nice. It's only one better than the time we got docked fucking 10 points. Oh, well, we'll have fun in the Europa League, I guess. Do better next year. No. Does Torino want to kill it off? Torino gets it. Oh yeah, and you just get up, man. Like, let's just finish this off. Stop fucking. It's too much now. Home! Wow, what a shot from distance. And Polari pushes it up over the bar. That would have been magnificent. Zagrova, short corner. Uh, 2 minutes now. It's like a marathon this season. And you just keep on losing positions as you get tired out. The finish line is there and you see it all slip away. Back to Torino again. Last chance here, boys, if you want to do something again. But a give and go here doesn't work out, though. Oh man, and the exasperations on the field. Seconds. It's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, almost over. As I'm a bit delayed, I'm sure you guys are just crossing the line right now as we speak. That's a big. How is that not whistled away? There you go. No. They've given up the game. Season's over. It's over, guys. 6th place. You put Coop back on. Like, what? Why the fuck are you putting Coop on? Like, I give up. I give up at least for this season. It was another tough one, guys. It could have been so much different. But here we are. Same team, same problems. Nothing changes. I mean, we did manage to bag a couple, but then we capitulate. We can't stay focused. Yeah, I mean, why is Coop playing again? As soon as you put the guy on, it goes to shit. I don't know. I'm gonna put my thoughts together. Gonna put my thirds together and digest this. This whole season, 38 matches, plus the Copa, plus the Champions League. Back in 6th place. Yeah, but they just showed that they don't give a fuck. That this is the character of the team, right? They were up 2-0, and you just throw it away. It's late. We've been on for almost 3.5 hours. I gotta walk the dogs. I just, I need to fucking think this over, and I think we all do. I watched the fucking Indy 500 and the fucking Montreal Grand Prix all before this fucking match started and finished. Okay, guys, let's enjoy the rest of our Sunday. Let's digest this through. It's all good. The season's over. We can take a bit of a break, but we'll come at you midweek, Monday, Tuesday, when we got some time. And you see my fucking camera. My camera. It's all given up. We've all given up. So like and subscribe to the stream. Follow me, X, Instagram, Twitter, Kick, Assist, everywhere. Fucking everywhere. Now I expect to see you on the next one too, because you've been with us the whole season, suffering. Everyone, Anthony, Bones, Frankie, Anthony. Did I say you? Primo, Jeff, Chiro. I know I'm missing a whole bunch of you. Oscar, everyone. Thank you. For the Sibi, of course, especially in the Discord. Big car. So many. I'm sorry if I forgot you, but thank you to all the supporters this season. And more. Hey, we got the World Cup. We got the World Cup, guys, and I'm at least going to be outside the stadium. So until next time, Fine. Except my camera. It's just Fino. Take care, guys.